Queen Lasara of the Zephyrian Empire had ruled over 3 star systems for 2 centuries, her crystalline wings shimmering with the authority of absolute power. Yet when she met Marcus Kane at the Intergalactic Trade Summit on Nexus Station, something about the quiet human librarian made her ancient heart flutter in ways she hadn't experienced since her youth. Marcus seemed ordinary by every measure: brown hair, gentle eyes, and calloused hands from handling old books. He spoke softly about preserving knowledge across species, his passion for universal literacy infectious yet humble. When he accidentally spilled synthetic coffee on her ceremonial robes, his mortified apologies were so genuine that Lasara found herself laughing for the first time in decades. Their courtship was unconventional. While other suitors brought armies and treasure, Marcus brought her rare manuscripts and stories from distant worlds. He listened to her concerns about governing diverse species across vast distances, offering insights drawn from historical parallels rather than military strategies. When he proposed with a simple band made from meteorite metal, Lasara accepted without consulting her council, a decision that scandalized the Empire. The wedding was magnificent, though Marcus insisted on wearing a modest suit instead of royal regalia. As they exchanged vows in the crystalline cathedral of Zephyr Prime, Lasara's advisors whispered about the political implications of marrying beneath her station. But watching Marcus's eyes shine as he promised to support her reign, she felt certain she had chosen wisely. For months, their marriage seemed perfect. Marcus established libraries across her territories, working tirelessly to create educational networks between planets. He declined bodyguards and refused ceremonial titles, preferring to travel alone in a modest transport vessel. Lasara admired his dedication, though she sometimes worried about his safety in the rougher sectors of her domain. The attack came without warning. The Crimson Fleet, notorious pirates who had plagued the Outer Rim for years, launched a coordinated assault on Zephyr Prime while Lasara attended a diplomatic function on a neighboring world. Her military responded quickly, but the pirates had superior numbers and cutting-edge weaponry that shouldn't have existed in their possession. Marcus was in the capital's archives when the bombardment began. Lasara's heart nearly stopped when she received reports that the library district was under heavy fire. She commanded her fastest ship to race home, but the journey would take hours. By the time she arrived, she expected to find ruins and devastation. Instead, she found something impossible. The Crimson Fleet's mighty dreadnoughts floated dead in space, their hulls systematically breached by precision strikes. Smaller fighter craft lay scattered like broken toys across the planet's surface. The pirates who survived were in custody, their faces bearing expressions of absolute terror. And Marcus stood in the archive's courtyard, his modest clothes replaced by form-fitting tactical gear that seemed to absorb light itself. Advanced targeting systems flickered across his vision as nanomechanical components retracted seamlessly beneath his skin. In his hand, a weapon of impossible sophistication powered down with a barely audible whine. "Hello, darling," he said, his voice carrying the same gentle warmth she remembered, even as combat stimulants faded from his enhanced physiology. "I'm sorry you had to see this." Lasara's wings trembled as the truth crystallized. Her humble librarian husband was something far more dangerous. And far more valuable, than she had ever imagined. The way he moved, the technology he wielded, the surgical precision with which he had eliminated an entire pirate fleet single-handedly, this was no ordinary man. "Who are you?" she whispered. Marcus smiled sadly, his enhanced systems fully concealed once more beneath human flesh. Someone who fell in love with a queen who judges people by their character rather than their capabilities. Someone who hoped he could finally live a quiet life cataloging books instead of cataloging threats to galactic stability. He stepped closer, his eyes pleading. "I'm still the man who loves old stories and believes in the power of knowledge. I'm still the man who loves you. But I'm also the last active agent of Section 0, humanity's most classified defense initiative. And if you'll have me, I'd like to keep both lives, if possible." Lasara looked at the man who had swept away her empire's greatest threat as easily as brushing dust from ancient pages. Her husband, the librarian. Her husband, the guardian of secrets that spanned galaxies. She had thought she was marrying beneath her station. Instead, she had found an equal she never knew existed. The library expansion project, she said slowly, understanding dawning. Those weren't just educational outposts. Intelligence networks, Marcus confirmed. But also genuine libraries. I meant every word about preserving knowledge, Lasara. That part was never a lie. The Queen of Three-Star Systems smiled, her crystalline wings catching the light of distant stars. Then let's get back to work, Mr. Kane. We have an empire to protect, and books to catalog.